This collector's display. I love these displays. Unpunched. This is so cool. $30 too. Not a bad selection here today. Oh, I got the dashiki baby. I don't think that's soft goods cape. Health Century. We're just kind of keeping quiet. There's a lot of people around here, so I don't want to seem like a lunatic walking around talking. Toy community's had enough bad press this week. Alright, we got the movie section here. This one's pretty well stocked today. Let's see what else they got. Nothing crazy, but you know. I mean, that's a good deal. These are DVDs, but $40 for all, 18 movies for $39. It's all the animated, but very cool. Check their NECA section. Hopefully this has something interesting. Yeah, it does, right off the bat. Platinum Riddler. I've not seen him yet. Got a bunch of these. Let's see if they have anybody else good. Nah. Just Luther. And this one, oh my god, why can't I remember his name from Green Lantern? Guys, don't get old. It sucks. Can't remember anything anymore. I used to have such a good memory. Here we go. These are all platinums. This is nice though. That is very cool. They got 3 all-girl platinums. It's weird that this Ninja Spawn figure has come out again. Like it's so out like a long time ago. It's kind of a cool Batman. I don't dig the long ears. Is that a soft goods cape? It actually might be, which makes it cooler. Yeah, it's softly. I think it's soft goods because each one looks like it's laid out a little differently. Definitely some cool stuff here today. All right. Very nice. We are going to head to one more Target, then we're going to hit Replay and Forgotten Freshness today, so stay tuned. All right, we got our first Target. Actually, first and only Target for this week. Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Those will be on clearance soon enough. Let's see. How much are these? That can't be 89, no way. Let's see. What I need is the Game Reverse set from here. That's what I'm looking for. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have any luck. Are these? Yeah, they are different. That's Battle Armor, that's Flying Fist. I think the Battle Armor one is actually kind of hard to track down. If I am not mistaken, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. I could be completely wrong on that. I really need to get that Game Reverse one. Okay. Alright. NECA. Ridiculous. Okay, Target, like, do better. This is crazy. This is like this. Come on. And even in front of their good NECA section there, and they put a bunch of crap. I mean, this is just very frustrating. All right, my Replay. Sure, Transformers.
What's that? 10 to 20, depending on which one and what condition.
Those are cool. Have you been to any cons or anything lately?
Cons?
Yeah, like any local ones?
I'm pretty much kind of done on that stuff.
Wasn't the Albany Comic Con recently?
Oh, that was 3 months ago. Huh?
Was it already?
I'm pretty much, once I talk to John in person, I'll probably give him tell him I'm not going to do it anymore. I think kid going off to college is kind of a moment for me in terms of this. I'm like, I'd spend 2 Sundays a year where I go and do this all day, and I don't really enjoy it anymore.
I know.
It doesn't make me much money. I don't really enjoy it. I don't want to be there all day.
And that's the thing. You have the store now, so like this is your,
No, and if I want to make money on a Sunday, I could be open Sundays. So
Right.
I'm not here. I'm not open Sundays. But I need days off to spend time with my family. So even just 2 Sundays a year, I'm like, I don't want to do it. I mean, the last one we did was like nice out too. The last one I was at, it ended up being a really nice sunny day, and we had a bunch of crack days around it.
yeah. Why am I wasting it here?
Yeah, and I only did like 600 in sales, so with cost of goods and everything, I basically broke even. Cost of goods and my time, and if I were paying myself as an employee, I was like, oh, I'm broke even on this as a business.
Yeah.
So, I'm not generating new clientele at all.
I think at this point, everybody in the area knows who you are.
Yeah, well, the clientele I need is not that clientele. The
Yeah.
clientele I need to keep bringing in is parents with children.
Yeah.
People who will buy their kids a Lego set once a month for $30, $40.
Yeah.
And that's not going to get at that kind of thing. Like, it'd be better, make more sense for me to set up the next Lego convention.
Are there Lego conventions here locally?
Yeah, there's every year there's one in Albany at the what's that convention center?
The big one, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's attached to MVP and all
Yep.
that stuff. They need you to catch your name. Like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
To give it a snappy name.
Yeah.
Dinosaur barbecue or something. But yeah, so there's one there, and a bunch of people went last time, and it is half of it's exhibits, people bringing in their really cool big displays and stuff, and half of it's vendors and all that. So, but I didn't look into what table cost was last time we did it. I'm realistically going forward with money to be able to do things like go on a Saturday to a football game in Syracuse and as a kid. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm now transitioning. I'm like, okay, I may reduce to 4 days a week. So then I'm here like Wednesday through Saturday normally, but sometimes open closed on a Saturday in order to have more time closed where I can do online.
Yeah.
Moving a certain percentage of sales online. So like right now I do 4 to 5K online every month gross. Jump that up to 10 or so, 10, 12,000.
Yeah, that gives you more flexibility here.
Yeah, so if I take a Saturday off, it's not as big a deal because I'm working.
Right.
But it involves decisions about inventory. Putting some good inventory online right away doesn't always feel good. So.
Yeah. Oh, shit. If you're not open Saturdays, what am I going to do? It's the only day. If you're not open
I don't always be open Saturdays, but I may take a Saturday. I haven't taken a Saturday off on those vacations where I'm gone for a week.
Yeah.
Like even those, I'll be like, okay, we'll leave on a Sunday, we'll be back on a Friday for vacation so I can be open Saturdays. It's not that best thing.
Yeah.
But with things like that.
Oh, that is so cool.
My wife and 11-year-old are going up to Syracuse next weekend for the last day of the Saturday of the state fair. I think we're going to take the kids with my boyfriend for a little bit.
The state fair is fun there. Have you gone?
Nah.
It's fun.
No,
It's definitely one of the better ones.
Yeah, no, if there were an artist I wanted to see playing there, I think I would definitely be like, yeah, let's figure out where to go. But there's not this year. There's essentially nobody at least. And that's how. Well, we didn't do that with the Oregon State Fair. We just went out for that. I think that's not very bad. But that's how I decided with the county. For the county fair in Eugene's much bigger than most county fairs around here. So like your headliners or people like Weird Al headlined one year. So I was like, yeah, we're going that day.
I actually remember that when that was a few years ago.
Yeah,
and then Weird Al.
Eugene, Wayne County.
Well, Weird Al actually was at the Syracuse one like a couple years ago.
Right, the state fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking county.
Oh, okay.
So we started going to that fair, because it was close. We could park in the neighborhood. We, had friends hanging out there and walk over. But I always went based on, you spend money on a whole bunch of money on the fair. It's just like kind of wasteful.
I can't do rides anymore, anyways.
There's certain, I can be fast in certain.
I anything that spins, I can't do.
Right. But Anyway, yeah, so I based it around like, oh, what are the artists at the fair? Which day should we go this year based entirely on it's a free concert? Or is it what are you paying to get in?
Right.
One year we saw a kid was Rachel Platten, who you probably won't know, but she's a pop artist.
I know who that is.
Song.
Yeah, fight song, yeah.
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 And the girls loved that. I was like, okay, this is a good choice. Didn't come. But here at the state fair, like, or county fair, excuse me, all the county fairs are so country.
Yeah.
Go to Saratoga County. I'm like, Saratoga's pretty cosmopolitan. Which, you know, we're at 1 foot index. My family does horses and stuff. My kid, my youngest kid showed her horse every 3 years. You know, she's in 4-H. But it still feels like, yeah, very much.
It's cool. That DiBiase.
No, it is nice. Syracuse runs shuttles to the state fair too, so she actually got to go the other night.
Oh, that's cool.
Went to
Yeah.
some, you know, country, one of these modern pop country artists that she knows of, with a bunch of the people on her floor, and her friend Clara, who's at ESF there. So I do like that she has access to city things like that, and the school does a pretty good job of making sure.
Your Forgotten Freshness. I haven't been here in a while. That Jaguar. The Turbo Duo. The counter. TurboGrafx 16300. And he's fairly priced. Like, he's exactly where it should be. PC Engine.
I think we'll probably grab the weight, one of the weight functions. That sounds cool.
I'll get that, and then I'll be around and.
Oh, wow, 950. I actually have the Majora's Mask one. Unbelievable. So cool though.
I do want to catch it more time. Oh, yeah. That story that you were talking about.
So I mean, basically, kind of the long
I'll think that, what weight do you think?
He's got so much cool stuff. Double Dragon.
don't wear as much over time.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
200.
So basically, we switch.
I've just stopped looking up prices for games a long time ago, so I have no idea where they are nowadays.
And day one, you would still.
Blades of Vengeance, that's a great game right there.
So.
Caught on just yet.
Yeah, that they were still available. Yeah, a lot of scalpers. So
TurboGrafx in box.
4 days, making the
Wow,
same
that PS4 is dope.
drive all over the Capitol District, park in like various weird parking lots at night, wait for us in front of a police station, and then I would send them. Hang on, I'll send you the. I'll show you the conversation.
You're saying right now, already reminds me of like making this for you and the Best Buy bit.
Here's one. So it says, I made him drive to Chuck E. Cheese, right? Made him. This was after Chad and I hadn't go through
Oh.
places. And then I said, this is. That's the only one
Wait, so hold on.
Love these old bags.
Explain what's going on here.
So he's the scalper.
yes, okay.
This is me.
So you guys are like messing with them essentially, like getting them stuff.
Making them show up and then telling them to actually get back. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just like, just at one point, because Chad didn't tell me he wasn't using a dummy number, so Chad got a phone call and the guy was like, "What, find out who you are?" And he's like, Chad's like, "Okay, fight, good." And the guy's like, "Okay," and just stop calling.
So we had a controller? What? I didn't even know that.
Whoa, and that's the Wii U, by the way.
Oh, that is?
Oh yeah, that's what we want. We have Pro Controller.
What is the thing in the back?
Clearly guitar.
Yeah.
What? Crazy.
Oh, that was a 54. Mortal Kombat.
Wait.
Well, you're not getting it.
I know. I'm just saying.
Careful 2. Punisher.
I don't know how I ended up keeping this one as the pass through.
I remember before we could cast them on the computer, we were using it because you could like straight and stuff.
So I traded in like a bunch of extra stuff that I had, so I have $90 in credit that I can play with.
There it is, pal.
Tales 2. Gun that, great game.
$69.55.
Let's see if there's anything I need. And there's the Super Mario Brothers 3. I guess it's a variant. It was the early version where the Brothers is on the left side, as opposed to that one where it's on the right, and that's the more common one. You guys can see the difference here.
Money's been a thing. Remember who's been, remember, the last, like, all summer, I've been covering the money for time off.
Let's see if there's any Super NES games I need. Ninja Warriors. Ninja Warriors. Have to pay extra for that, but it might be worth it. Super Mario RPG. Really like that Ninja Warriors game. Chrono Trigger, wow, $3.25 nowadays.
To Pokemon. Alex, don't do Pokemon.
Amiibos.
Just two that
PSP. PS3.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, there's the regular picture slicks. I remember this.
Oh, Xbox games?
No, it's the cops came in here when we opened in this spot, and they were like, "You need to start taking their IDs because someone had sold a stolen Xbox." Luckily, we had footage, so they just knew who it was. But yeah, like they're like, "You gotta take it because it makes it easier for to find them." Like they don't. This doesn't.
All right, guys. So welcome back to the pickups portion of this week's video, and I got a decent haul this week, which I'm pretty excited to share. So, without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to start out with the stuff that came in the mail. All of this was from BBTS. So, the first thing which came was this Vega figure, which I've been trying to collect more of these Jada figures again. And this figure looks fantastic. Reason why I'm collecting these once again is because of the Gamerverse figures, which are starting to come out, and these scale with them perfectly. So you can really set up some cool dioramas and a video game Marvel vs. Capcom 2 kind of sets, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do that once I get them all in. I'll open them up, and it's going to look pretty awesome. I can't wait to actually do that. So that is cool. Next, I got this vintage collection figure. It is Night Sister Marin from Jedi Survivor. very nice figure. This came in like really nice condition too, which is cool. I really appreciate the vintage collection. I don't know. I've always loved obviously the style and the homage to the original figures, and I don't know. I really dig it. They've been doing a lot of great figures in the last 5-6 years. It's really cool, and the quality has definitely risen as far as the packaging itself is concerned. There was a time when the packaging was pretty flimsy, like especially the card backs, but now they're pretty sturdy. They're pretty nice. So I'm very happy about that. And I'm glad that they're actually sticking with it, that it's actually like a really long-standing line and they're not trying to switch anything up. Before they had, I don't know, like the Clone Wars line and what else? The 30th anniversary line and all sorts of various stuff, but they're actually sticking with this, and it's been going on now for overall well over 10 years, so that is really cool. I'm very happy that that's going on. Next, I just thought this figure was cool. It's from Star Wars Visions, the Ronin. So that is neat. And the next few things I got from Frank at Forgotten Freshness, and then I got the last piece, which is kind of the big piece of the week, from Replay. Now, the stuff at Forgotten Freshness, I got all for, it was all for trade, pretty much, for trade credit. And same thing with what I got at Replay, which is awesome. So the first thing which I got, Frank emailed me, or not emailed me, texted me a couple weeks ago actually, and said that he got a toy in that he thought I would be interested in. Now, he's primarily a video game shop. However, stuff comes in to his shop that from other hobbies, and sometimes he'll take in. And he took this in, and he immediately messaged me saying, "Hey, do you want this?" And I was like, absolutely. And it is Voltron. Oh, joints are a little loose and everything, but what's cool about this version, this is the version where you actually can sit the pilots in, so that is really cool. I should actually track those down at some point. This is not the best looking version of Voltron. I still think the die-cast Matchbox version is the best. However, this is the one where you can actually fit the pilots in, so that is really cool. So I'm very excited to get that, and it wasn't that much credit, so happy about that. And I also picked up, this game has dropped in price because of a re-release, but I have a lot of nostalgia for this version because this is the version that I primarily played when the game came out. And I've bought and sold this game probably 3 or 4 times, and every single time I regret it. And now that the price has come down on it, I was like, I should grab it and put it back into my collection, since I have actual nostalgia for the game. And it is Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which relates to what I was talking about here. So yeah, this in my opinion is the greatest fighting game of all time. It's on the Marvel Capcom Fighting Collection now, which came out on pretty much all the modern systems, which is great. However, I don't know, it's something about like the original version, I just really love. So that's pretty awesome. And last but not least, and I think this is really, really cool, amazingly, I don't have this in any other version even in my collection. It's something that I've always wanted to get, and it's for some reason eluded me for one reason or another. Either I couldn't find it, or the price wasn't right, or something, and I've just never had it. And I was like, as a Star Wars fan, I need an AT-AT in my collection. It's like needing a Millennium Falcon. Certain staples you need in your collection. So lo and behold, Replay did get a really nice ad into their store. I still have a ton of credit left there. I still do, even after this. So I was like, yeah, I am definitely picking this up. And it is the Return of the Jedi Endor version of AT-AT from the Saga collection. This is pretty awesome. So very stoked to get that. Yeah, this is a really nice one. I'm very happy that I was finally able to get it at. I never even had the Power of the Force sword, which is probably the most common one. Amazingly, I didn't have that. I have a Power of the Force Millennium Falcon, the Power of the Force TIE Fighters, and Power of the Force X-Wing. That's where I got a lot of the vehicles from, which were actually great molds of those vehicles. However, never an AT-AT for one reason or another. So, had to pick it up. Finally got it. Very excited. The vintage collection AT-AT is extremely expensive. That one is like $400 or $500, I think, and that one is like kind of like the pinnacle of the AT-ATs. I never wanted to spend that kind of money. This one ended up being $200 credit, and like I said, I still have a ton of credit left, so that was an easy decision to make. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for the ongoing support. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. What do I have coming up? Next couple of weeks are probably just going to be regular toy hunts. In end of September, I'm going to Hollywood Horror Nights at Universal Studios, which I'm going to do a video from. Even though that's not toy related, that's pretty freaking dope. I'm going to be in Orlando for a few days. I'm going to see if I can sneak out. I want to really badly go to the Acme Superstore, which is an amazing toy and comic store. I'd love to see if I can get out to that. So we'll see if that's going to be plausible. Going to New York Comic-Con in October, so that is coming up. And then in early November, my buddy Scott from Florida, Grimsy42, is coming up once again, and we're going to go on another road trip, this time out towards Boston. So we're going to go hit up all the toy stores and that kind of thing between my area and Boston, Massachusetts, which is going to be a lot of fun. So that is cool. Oh, Retro Game Con is coming up. I think it's actually the same weekend as New York Comic Con. Retro Game Con is on Saturday. I'm actually going to New York Comic Con on Thursday, so I'll be able to make both cons, which is great. I'm excited for that. So a lot of cool stuff down the road in the next couple of months. Regular toy hunts. So thank you again for the ongoing support. Stick with the channel, and until next time, take care.